This might just be the first fully modified Lotus Emira first edition build you will see in the Philippines. And let me run you through all the reasons why this car is a must-have in your garage. Let's start off with the aesthetics of this car. The front end is paired with a carbon fiber front lip from CP Carbon, and I find it so beautiful. It follows the curves of the car and the front bumper of the car, which gives it a more aggressive look, an aggressive stance, and of course, what you can get from a Lotus. Now, what I like about the Emira is that Lotus did a great job of making the hood look aesthetically pleasing. It has all the aero that makes it look dynamic. For some reason, I kind of consider this like a Ford GT and a Ferrari pairing, because if you see this part, doesn't it look like the shape of an old Ford GT? And the headlights have the shape of that of a Ferrari 488 GTB. I want you guys to pay closer attention to detail on these 21-inch wheels from Dillinger Wheels, which is made in Spain. Check out the intricacies, the spokes they made. Look at the air pockets. This center part stands out, and I have not seen any wheel manufacturer make such design. Look at this, it looks amazing. In the hyper silver finish, you can't go wrong. This Lotus Emira's body stands out more and pops way more with this wheel design and this color. And I am absolutely happy with the outcome, with what we did here. It was absolutely worth the wait. Apart from that, on the side, we also went with a side skirt. And this is a CT Carbon side skirt. It follows the shape of the car. So if you see on the side, from the rear fender, it dips a little bit to the door, and then it goes out again, it widens to the front fenders. And as you can see, the carbon body kit also did the same. It's moving forwards, inwards, and then goes outwards towards the front fender, making it look very nice. And attention to detail at the very least, because not all body kits are keen on that. Now, on the rear, we went with 295s. Check out that stance. It's very flush to the fender as well. Of course, new wheels comes the need for better stance. So we went with more comfortable and more performance-oriented MSS suspension. This car is now running on 2-finger gap front and rear. So as we move towards the rear section of the car, this is where things get more exciting. Let's start with what is packed outside and then move towards the inside. On the outside, we got a CT Carbon ducktail and rear diffuser. And check this out. It actually follows the curves of the car. Looks very beautiful. It accentuates the curves of the Emira, makes it look very beautiful outside. On the inside, do not be deceived, because this supercar packs a 3.5-liter supercharged V6 engine made by Toyota. And this car sounds amazing. It's an understatement. It's literally what you get from a Lotus, and you can expect this car to scream when you drive it on the highway, on the track. Now, we equipped this with a carbon fiber Eventuri intake system, as well as a full Milltek exhaust system. So this car screams. Now, what I like about this car is that it's mid-engine. So you can expect better handling, very good exhaust symphony while you're driving it, and everything you can expect from a supercar. And that's why I say this car is bang for the buck. The price point of the Emira is very reasonable for what you get. And I would say I'm very convinced. I personally want one after driving this car. And let me give you a startup of this car. So now that I've started on this car, let me take you guys out and show you guys how this car looks on the road and how this car sounds on flybys. So first impressions on the Lotus Emira drive feel. Right now I'm here in the cockpit. I find this car very performance centric. When you get your hands on the steering wheel, you definitely know your car screams performance. This car is definitely made for the track. But what I like about the Emira, it gives a good balance of road use, city use, highway driving, and track racing as well. I think we did everything right on this one. Me driving it right now, I feel so planted to the ground. I feel like this car follows every single direction I place the steering wheel on. A little bit of a twist, the car follows. And I think that's what's very important in every car you buy, how much it responds to the way you take it to be. We actually retain stock height with the MSS suspension. That's what's good about this suspension set. But I also feel like the handling improved. A bit of comfort. Of course, it's the sports car, so you don't get the comfort you get from a sedan. But then it does feel a bit more comfortable than your stock suspension. The stock suspension of the Emira comes with Bilstein, but with the MSS hybrid suspension set, it adds a bit more to the comfort due to the hybrid technology. Apart from that, the exhaust and the intake, we're going to be doing some flybys to make you hear how this engine roars into life on flybys. And of course, we put it on the drive mode to make this exhaust system function to its utmost potential. So if you do the drive mode here up in the middle, you put this on track mode, you get a louder exhaust sound and more boost from your supercharger, which in turn the Eventuri intake enhances. So there, you hear it? The Milltek exhaust made this car sound much better. I'm not even joking when I say at least a 70% bump in sound, and it actually does have some pops to it. So when you rev this car and actually hit 4,000 to 6,000 RPM, you can expect your engine to give a little bit of the pop that you would get from your average day sports car. Now, the Eventuri intake enhanced the supercharger more. You're gonna hear it shortly when I step on the gas a bit more. Ooh. You actually hear the supercharger and the pops. Ooh, sounds so good. That's it. It sounds really good, accelerates very good, very responsive, and the brakes are good stock. But this car is very drivable in a day-to-day city drive or highway drive. What a thriller it is to drive this car. The 2024 Lotus Emira, the supercharged engine, the 6-cylinder engine you have packed inside this car is insane. I have nothing but good words to say about this car. This car is very capable. The handling is so good. The power you get, especially for the size, is just great. The 21-inch wheels, upsizing it to this size is actually the best thing in terms of the aesthetic, I would say. We went with the Dillinger Wheels paint in hyper silver color, and I would say it accentuates or makes the color, this verdant green color of the Lotus Emira, pop even more. And as I would always say, the wheels make the biggest aesthetic change to your car. And when you upsize 1 inch, that's already a huge thing in terms of how your eye sees the car. OEM center caps to make it pop even more. Apart from that, the carbon body kit that accentuates the shape of the Lotus Emira looks very good as well. I would also give credit to how the 3.5 engine, supercharged engine, that is packed inside this car because it sounds immaculate. With the Milltek exhaust inside and the Eventuri intake making the spools more enhanced, I would say this car is a great Sunday car. And I believe if you take this car out to a run whatsoever, you will just have a smile on your face. So if you were to give me an option to rate this car, I would give this an easy 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Reason being, the interior can do some more work to keep up with the modern day trends. But Lotus definitely did a very good job in the way they designed this car. As I said, it looks like a Ferrari because of these headlights, and a Ford GT because of this front hood. And other than that, I think this car has the potential to be one of the most favorite sports cars to own this 2025 by you car enthusiasts. Once again, my name is Ivan Yung of I&I Automotive Modifications. Make sure to follow our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube accounts at II Automods. We have lots more builds incoming this new year, and I can't wait to unveil them to you guys, to show them to you guys. We also have events upcoming for our beloved clients, and I can't wait to show you guys more for what we have in store in our studio this year.